Hello. First of all, I would like to thank you all for joining the session. I'm Abhijit. Let me give you a brief introduction about myself. I boast of an advantage of being in the digital space since 2009. I have over 11 years of experience in integrated marketing, specializing in lead generation, digital marketing, product marketing, and brand management. I'm currently working for an HR tech SaaS product startup called Xoxoday in Bangalore, and I'm an alumnus of NIT Rourkela and Symbiosis International University. I'm really passionate about digital marketing and have been handling search engine marketing and search engine optimization and web analytics for various brands since 11 years now. I'm a Google Adwords certified professional in search ads, display ads, video ads, and shopping ads. I'm also a certified Google Analytics power user. Apart from my professional work, I have created 5 websites in various areas. I also try to write on various topics whenever I get time. This is the agenda for today. Concept of paid search, introduction to Google Ads, and important metrics and terminologies of Google Ads. Let's understand first concept of advertisements. I'm sure all of you must have seen various forms of advertisements in several platforms. Let me take a minute here and explain you how advertisements used to work in the pre-internet era. Back before 1990s, when internet was not existing properly, advertisers mostly used television ads, billboards, newspaper ads, radio ads, direct mails, etc. The first three options had very high entry barriers, that is, very high cost involved, and it was difficult for advertisers to know the ROE exactly. For example, Hindustan Unilever, which has this amazing brand Lux. So when in the Diwali time, HUL used to come up with TV ads, newspaper ads, several radio ads, uh, billboards, etc. So at the end of Diwali, they would calculate their bump up in sales, and then they would like to understand like which method worked for them better. Unfortunately, there was no direct ways to know which was doing better. Like newspaper ads did better, or the TV ads did better. There was no way to understand who is consuming the ads. So, for example, let's say your mom is watching Mahabharat back in 1990s, and she is seeing a cigarette ad. So would she relate to it? Probably no. Your dad is reading a newspaper and he is seeing a full page Lux ad. So would he relate to it? Definitely no. To summarize, ads were mostly a game of companies with deep pockets. Higher you pay, the more prime slots or front page search slots you get in the newspapers. And the process was the advertisers paid money to TV or newspapers, books a prime time slot. So at this point of time, please note here there is no check in quality of the ads. Payment would depend on how prime the slot is. Let me quickly move to the era when internet started. So the first search engine was found by Yahoo back in 1994, and it came as a directory search. And within a year, we got a number of search engines which were competing for user attention. They included Magellan, Excite, Infosec, Tommy, Alta Vista, to name a few. Basically, end users could browse the directory also and do a lot of keyword search also. Google came into existence in 1998 using the technology some of you might have heard is called PageRank. The point I'm trying to make here is Google joined the search engine race quite late. It rose in prominence in leaps and bounds because of the high quality search results it provided. Similarly, for paid advertisements also, Google was not the first company to start paid advertisements in search, but it mastered the game by providing a amazing interface, better quality ads, and it also helped creating a level playing field for small and medium companies as well. Just understand that how advertising experience changed over the years. Let me give you an example of Josh Furniture Shop. Previously, what they used to do, they used to come up with newspaper pamphlets. They used to get a database of people. They used to call them and ask them to come to their furniture shop. Okay, so even if they tried, they could have never opted for prime TV or radio or newspaper. But what changed after internet came? Josh Furniture created a good website. They took care of some basic stuff and started search advertisements. So whenever people were searching for some kind of furnitures online, Josh Furniture came in the search results. They came in the paid ads. The game completely changed here. Josh Furniture spent 1 lakh rupees in the ad in the month of June, and they got 400 legit enquiries, which resulted in 600,000 rupees of sales. So ROI also is clearly known here. Please also understand that here the payment will depend on the prime slot as well as how good your ads are. It is something called ad quality. Basically, search engine provided right information at the exact moment when people needed them, along with highly related advertisements. They also created a level playing field, which I will explain. With this basics, let's move to some facts. We all have seen Google search, right? Do you know how many searches Google processes per second? 70,000 searches, which translates to 5.8 billion searches per day. Out of that, and Google is not the only search engine. 76% of the search engine market belongs to Google. There are other search engines like Bing, Yahoo, and different other search engines around the world. So for paid search, like paid advertisement, the corresponding number is 73% for Google. So whenever people search something in Google, they get a page which is called SERP, Search Engine Result Page. Different data says that 46% of the clicks go to the top three ads in the search result. And 63% of the people agree that they have clicked on Google ads. And lastly, Google delivers 8 is to 1 return on investment. That is $8 for every $1 spent. So isn't it amazing? So no doubt, because of all these things, Google has risen in prominence. Let's move to the next slide. Let's try and understand what happens when there is a search is going on. So first and foremost, let's try and understand, so why are search engines there for? So basically, search engines are there to return excellent quality and relevant organic search results to the users. Search engines, what they do is behind the scenes, they crawl millions and millions of sites, millions of web pages. They crawl the data and various factors into account, and they decide that for each and every term that is searched in Google, what kind of pages are supposed to be returned. So they provide an amazing organic search results. And above and below the organic search results, they also provide paid search. So let's understand clearly here that every time we are searching for something, there is a paid search option happens. It's a fraction of time. So let's take the example of Josh Furniture Shop once again. As I said, first step in this is like advertisers around the world, they identify the key relevant terms through research. So Google has provided some amazing tools like keyword tool, etc. So the digital marketing person who is sitting in the Josh Furniture Shop, he researches a lot of search terms, and he decides, okay, these are the terms which would get some relevant buyers for me. So the terms are like buy dining chairs online, cheap garden furniture, rubber wood coffee table, buy home furniture online in Bangalore. So they decide that these four terms they are going to bid. For simplicity of explaining, let's say they bid 100 rupees in Google, and they create good landing pages for each of these terms. So basically, when an end user searches for that term or a similar term, what Google does is Google reviews all the ads with that keyword or similar keywords, and Google does a quick quality check, and Google narrows down that okay, apart from the organic searches, there are three good quality advertisers who had bid for this term. So Google assigns an ad rank to all these three advertisers. So ad rank is decided by factors such as bid quality, bid quantity, bid amount, ad quality, ad rank threshold, context, etc. So Google quickly decides the ad ranks, and based on the ad ranks, Google throws the sort page. And just understand here, the whole thing takes a fraction of seconds, maybe 0.25 seconds or even less. So basically, Google, what it does is, like, apart from the organic search results, Google provides a couple of paid search results along with the organic, like either above or below the fold of the organic search results. I'm taking the example of buy dining chairs online, that keyword here. Online auction happens. Google calculates all the payment basis on auction time, quality, and ad rank. This is a difficult, slightly difficult concept. So basically, let's say competitor number one, based on the calculation provided by Google, competitor number one is supposed to pay 60 rupees for this auction. And remember that Josh Furniture has bid for an amount of 100 rupees. So now, according to Google's algorithms, Josh Furniture will pay just 1 rupee extra above the competitor number one to be on the top slot. So please understand here that Josh told Google that the 100 rupees is the maximum amount that I want to pay for this keyword. But Josh Furniture pays 61 rupees and gets the number one slot. And an important thing to understand here is Josh Furniture is not paying anything if the ads are not clicked. The organic results are clicked, they are not paying anything. So Google only charges the advertisers when an ad is actually clicked. If you understand here correctly, there is clearly a quality factor involved. So an easier way for Google would have been to go for the maximum bidder. Google could have said that the one who pays me the maximum would always come in the top the search result. Clearly, Google never does that, and probably this is the differentiating factor here. Google takes care of the quality at every step. Let's quickly move to the concept of ad rank. We quickly understand getting a good ad rank is very important for advertisers. Otherwise, they will not be able to come up in the search results for in front of their target customers. The higher the ad rank, better is the chance of coming in the top paid results, and hence better is the chance of getting clicks. So let's understand what are the parameters on which Google takes care of the ad rank. First thing, of course, the amount of bid set by the advertisers. Apart from that, this is not the only thing Google is looking at. So I'll just quickly try to explain one thing to you all. When two real people work for a bank, they ask for an home loan. Will the bank provide the home loan to these two people at the same interest rate? The answer is no. Banks will look at something like the credit score. Some of you might have heard about CIBIL scores and TransUnion scores, etc. So depending on the payment history, etc., there is a score assigned to each and every person, on basis of which banks and financial institutions provide loans to individual users. So this is something like that. So apart from the payment part, Google will look at the ad and landing page quality. So let's quickly understand how this works. So remember, the search term is furniture online in Bangalore. Ads and the landing page, both of all the three, the keyword, the ad, and the landing page, all of them should be on the same page, should all have the same kind of messaging. Landing page should be clear, it should have a clear UI UX, it should have a good page load speed, and it should have clearly stating the advantages that you would have spoken on the ad. For example, if you on the ad you have mentioned 24x7 support or free shipping for all other orders, the landing page should also speak the same language. So this is ad and landing page quality. Then comes the impact of ad extension. At this point of time, please understand that ad extensions are extra bit of information which advertisers add complement already provided details in the landing page or ad messages. Then, of course, the third factor is competitiveness of option. It is very clear, right? Higher the number of advertisers are there, more difficult the auction becomes. Here comes the most important two factors. First, the context of search. Let's understand why these terms have come. So these things have come recently in the last few years. Because of the advent of various devices, voice-enabled devices, search has completely changed. So Google's AI engines are trying to understand not only the terms that person has provided, but also the context person is in. Context is something beyond the keywords. The benefits of contextual search include helping the users get faster and more accurate results based on their queries. For example, if you are searching for Batman, if you are searching for the term Batman in the month of October, most likely you will be shown websites selling Halloween costumes because it is the time of Halloween. So let me give you a better example which you all can relate. So let's say you have already gone to Goa and you are searching for top Goa restaurants from your mobile phone in your 4G connection versus you are sitting in your home at Gurgaon, Haryana, and you are using your home Wi-Fi laptop and searching for Goa restaurants. These two are completely different contexts, and in all probability, the search page and the ads, all of them would be very different here. And the last here is ad rank threshold. So, in clear language, ad rank threshold is the reserved price for your ad. In the previous slide, I had explained that Google will charge you just 1 rupee extra in comparison to your previous competitor. Right. That is a very basic explanation I gave you. The actual calculation is a little bit different. So let's understand here, like maybe there is a situation where only one advertiser is there, and that advertiser does not have a good quality score also, one-time quality score, because of the absence of other competitors. That advertiser is able to show the ads in front of Google people. So Google would not like to do that. If your bid is lower than the threshold, your ads will not show. If your bid is lower than the ad rank threshold, so let's say if the ad rank threshold is 60 rupees, and if you have bid for 50 rupees for that particular keyword, your ad will never show. And if none of your competitors are eligible to show, the threshold price, that is the reserve price, is the price you pay for the click. So let me move to the next slide. So this is in continuation with the previous slides. The advertiser which gets the higher ad rank, they are in the number one position. Competitor one has got a score of 5.6, so they are at number two, and competitor two is at number three. So let's move to quality score, which is one of the most important concepts in Google Ads. So before moving into quality score, let me explain you one thing very precisely. Google has always been very tight-lipped about how it uses its auction method. Google never gives out the details. So for the first time in 2008, so Google Ad system started back in 2001, 2002. For the first time in 2008, Google officially told that quality score plays an important factor, as an important factor for showing Google Ads. So let's understand what is quality score. Quality score is an aggregate estimate of how well a keyword has performed overall in the past ad auctions. So let me give you a real life example here. When Virat Kohli comes to bat, you might have seen on the TV screen, there will be like a lot of data given, like how many matches Virat Kohli has played, how many centuries he has made, what is the average score, what is the strike rate, what are the number of catches. So quality score is similar as an aggregate estimate. So whenever a keyword comes into play, Google would first look at its quality score. Each keyword gets a quality score on a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is the lowest score and 10 is the highest score. So needless to say, advertisers around the world are vying to get higher quality scores. So everyone is trying to reach the quality score of 10, which is the pinnacle, null quality score. So generally when you put a keyword first, like when you start an account or you start an ad, quality score would in all probability will start at null quality score. So it will take some time for that quality score to gather enough info, enough impressions or clicks accurately determine the quality score. So Google will take some time. And in general cases, the quality score starts at number 5, which is the middle number between 1 to 10. And let's understand the most important point here. Quality score is not the same as auction time ad quality. It is not used at auction time to determine ad rank. Again, quality score depends on exact match impressions. For now, you have to understand that quality score, the keyword is buy chairs online. Quality scores would depend on exact match impression. And if it does not get a lot of exact match impression, it might turn to null. Let's quickly understand what are the factors to determine quality score. Again, Google has revealed this data. So this is on black and white now. But if experts are supposed to be believed, there are more than 50 to 100 factors on which quality score depends. So as per Google, first, the expected click-through rate. So let's understand what is expected click-through rate. Expected click-through rate is a prediction and it is different from the actual click-through rate or the CTR column that you will find in your account. So unlike the actual CTR column, the status eCTR will tell how the keyword will perform both within your account and across all other website advertisers' account. So Google will take an aggregate understanding about how this keyword has performed across all the advertisers and would provide a score to that. And the status will also be adjusted to eliminate the influence of ad positions and other factors that affect the prominence and visibility of ads, such as ad extension. And again, this will again depend on exact match. So expected click-through rate are given as above average, average, and below average. So if you have a expected click-through rate of above average or average, status would mean that there is no major problem with your keywords. And but if you're getting a below average status, that means that you definitely should consider changing your ad text or other things to improve. The second point is ad relevance. Ad relevance is how closely your ad is related to your keyword. So this is kind of a self-explanatory thing. So if you are bidding on red socks for men, your ad should be telling about red socks for men only. You cannot tell that buy socks online. So if you put ad text like that, your relevance would be lower. But if you create proper ad groups and create proper ads for them, definitely your ad relevance will be high. Ad relevance will have above average, average, and below average. And again, if there is a below average status, that would mean two things. Your ad or keyword may not be specific enough. Your ad group may cover too many topics. So if you get a ad relevance below average, you might have to revisit your Google Ads structure and you might have to create more tightly themed ad groups. Okay. The third is landing page experience. Again, I have explained it. Your keyword, your your landing page should be the same page. They should talk about same messaging. Landing page should have good UI UX. Your landing page should have good navigability. Should not have a lot of pop-ups, etc. And it should have good speed score. This is how it looks like, a quality score. So depending on uh, quality score will get some numbers like 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. And whenever you see a below average, uh, uh, like the quality score, there is definitely like need for you to take action. So let me give you all a pro tip here from my experience. So Google Ads is a game of continuous improvement. So you cannot create a perfect landing page and you cannot create a perfect ad and sit down on your laurels. You'll need to come like always reevaluate things. You'll need to always reevaluate your ads, your landing page. Always look at options to make it better. Okay. So let's understand what are the types of search queries here. So search queries can be navigational, search queries can be informational and transactional. Let's try and understand what these things are. Navigational query is a search query entered with the intent of finding a particular website or web page. For example, Edureka. Now that you know that Edureka is conducting so many good quality webinars, so you do not remember Edureka website exactly. What you'll do is you go to Google, you will search Edureka. You will most probably find Edureka website on the top. Similarly, this person has searched for Best Buy. So he's in US, he searched for Best Buy and he got organic search result at the top. Best Buy is there. The point here to be noted is Best Buy as a company has bid for the term Best Buy because they would not like their competitors should show an ad on top of the page. So if Best Buy would not bid for this term Best Buy, a competitor like Walmart or a competitor like Amazon can bid on the term and come at the top for that particular search results. So this type of search queries would have decent amount of interest from advertisers. Let's quickly move to the next type of search queries, that is informational search queries. Informational search queries are cover broad topics such as digital marketing or Bangalore. So there are thousands and millions of websites are returned, and these are generally not targeted by paid marketers because the topics are so broad. It would be very difficult to get something out of here. As marketers, we should not leave it completely. So what strategies we can do for informational search queries is, one, we can write blog posts full of tips. We can create how-to videos. We can write detailed step-by-step guide. For example, if I write a step-by-step guide on digital marketing, so probably my page will come on the top of the search results. Probably design an amazing image or infographic. Third type and the most important type for marketeers is transactional search queries. Transactional search query is a query that indicates an intent to complete a transaction, such as making a purchase. Here, so recently I am facing a lot of problems in my laptop. So I am trying to get a good laptop deal here. So what I did is I went and I searched in Google for buy Lenovo laptop online. So try and understand. Before typing the search queries, I would have done a lot of informational search queries as well. When I searched for buy Lenovo laptop online, what I can see is like Lenovo is already at the top of. So here you can see that Lenovo is already in the search of organic search results, but they wanted to make sure that their ads are also coming. Do not want to leave the top slots, and also the right side of the search result, you can see the Google shopping ads. So they have also made sure that their ads are coming here as well. So advertisers across the world, they are trying to get the top results and top slots in front of their target customers. Coming back to the transactional search queries, so to reiterate, advertisers, what they do is they do text ads to get above the fold visibility. They go for shopping ads, which gives them an extra edge because there are images and other information can be provided. But the important point to note here is like they cannot neglect the SEO and content marketing part. So we saw Lenovo in number one of the organic search results also. So to summarize, advertisers should do organic and paid efforts both to get good results in search results. So let's quickly move to Google Ads. So with Google Ads, you get access to a broad range of advertising products designed to help you reach your target customers. Remember, this is the important point. Reach your target customers in the moments that matter. Right. So I have already explained how the moments matter. So let's say you are in Coorg and you are searching for a restaurant in Coorg. So this is a very important moment that matters for you. So what you do is that you do a quick Google search, you find a good restaurant in Google Maps or Google Ads, and you visit that place. You get some amazing food, and you are wowed. So you like become a fan of Google and that restaurant for the rest of your life. So what Google does is, based on your business goals, Google does a lot of heavy lifting by providing wonderful technology and provides you a list of tools for you and list of campaigns types for your goals. So let me quickly move to goals. So the main business goals that some most of us clearly understand. First is drive sales and get leads. I don't think I need to explain anything to you guys because you already understand this. Let me quickly move to the point, build awareness. So I'll give a real life example here. There's a friend of mine called Ratnam. He has a company, Innovative Products LLC. So Ratnam has come up with a product called Garuda. So Garuda is an augmented reality sunglass for driving assistance. So what it does is, like, when you wear this sunglass, and is obviously connected through 4G and probably 5G, etc., etc., and it will provide you turn by turn navigation details. It will give you information about what are the restaurants on the road, what is the traffic condition. Will tell you. Okay, innovative product, right? The purpose behind build awareness objective is to increase the amount of people that see your ad. Your business might not be a well-known brand now, but with the build awareness objective, you are able to spread your brand across the web and in front of the people. So now, once you start these kind of ads, people will start recognizing your brand, your logo, and your product. I'll quickly tell you about the theory of 16 impressions. You might have probably heard it. A brand needs at least 13 to 16 impressions to be registered in a prospective customer's mind. We do not, this is all happening in subconscious, right? So when we think about laptops, we think about Apple, we think about Lenovo. But how do these brands have done this? How the brands have done this? That is through continuous impressions. Needless to say, these type of campaigns, like build awareness type of campaigns, will emphasize the number of impressions over the number of clicks. Let's understand quickly how it works. Imagine you are a new business and you have just invented a new product. For example, Garuda. Because this product has never been seen or heard before, so no one is searching about it. No one is searching for a virtual reality sunglass, right? Your advertisement goals for this new product should be like bring it in front of a lot of people so that people understand, okay, such kind of product also exists. So they should learn about your innovations also. So the build awareness objective is a good marketing objective if you're starting a new business or have a new product which is not widely known to the people. Also, it is a good example if you are expanding your business to a new area or introducing customer to what you offer. There's a new business goal for you. Another example for it can be, let's say there is a popular South Indian restaurant called Chutneys in Hyderabad, and it is expanding to the city of Amritsar, which is popularly the city of parathe and chole kulche. So they are going to the city of Amritsar. They need to create an awareness in front of the people that such kind of food habits can also be there. Okay, let me quickly move to the next topic, that is influence consideration. So consider influence consideration as the next step to build awareness. Now that you have built awareness on the innovative product Garuda, this is the next step. So it is called, it is like moving a step ahead in the buyer decision making funnel. Remember IDAS? I'll not get into details of IDAS now. Basically, how it works, influence consideration objective includes something called in-market audience targeting and engagement ads. So in-market audience are consumers who are actively researching, comparing products across the Google display network. Let me give you an example of my case. So as I told you, my laptop has started giving problems. Okay. I have started searching to buy a new laptop. I do a lot of search on digital marketing. I'm a tech enthusiast. I check out whatever new products are coming in Google regular basis. I love driving. I do online shopping a lot. I love driving to new places, staying in hotels, etc., etc. Also, I invest in stock markets and mutual funds. So, without me knowing, Google has collected all this data about me, and Google has put me into 10 different sets of in-market audience, or I'll not get into technicals, but basically you just need to understand the term audience. Does that mean that Google has given my name Abhijit Panda to these people, to my advertisers across the world? No. So Google has anonymously created list of audiences where these kind of people are there. Imagine I'm Lenovo. Okay, so I need to show my laptop ads to people. So now Lenovo knows that I am the in-market audience of buying a laptop probably. So Lenovo will start showing me ads in the Google Display Network. So these kind of engagement ads gives customers more information about your business. So basically, through these kind of ads, you can display your product information in front of thousands of people who are target customers. So influence consideration objective is for businesses who have to differentiate from similar products of their competition. This feature allows you to educate your customers about your specific product or service in order for them to understand why they should be buying from you. So you are creating a differentiating factor for yourself to this. The fifth business goal is promote your app. We are talking about the types of Google ads here. Search ads. Search ads, I don't have anything much to explain anymore because a lot of it has already been covered in the past few slides. So Google search ads appear on Google Search Network. So Google Search Network is not only the Google site, it is a group of search related websites. So your ads can show near the search results when someone searches with terms related to one of your keywords. And what are the types of ads in the search network? So they are text ads, dynamic search ads, all only ads, shopping ads, image and video ads. So let me quickly move down to the next slide. Google Search Network. The Google Search Network comprises of not only Google Search, also Google Play Store, Google Shopping. So it is like, if you do not know, it is google.com/shopping. Then there is Google Image and Google Maps. Also Google Maps app is also there. And let's understand about non-Google sites as well. So there are a lot of non-Google sites also in Google search networks who have a search functionality embedded in their website. So for text ads, search partners would include hundreds of non-Google websites as well as Google Video and other Google sites. For product shopping ads, search partner sites that display and link products for sale. So this is the Google Ads account structure. So we have an account which is a unique combination of email and password. Inside the account, we have different campaigns. Each campaign would have different sets of ad groups. Inside the ad groups, there will be ads and keywords specified. So this is very important. Whenever we are planning something, we need to account structure perfectly. Okay. And again, every account will have certain budget specified. So last point here is the keywords. For text ads, keywords are very important. These are the keyword match types that Google provides. First is broad match, an exact match, broad match modifier, phrase match, and negative keywords. So let me quickly explain with example what are they. So let's say I am a seller of red socks for men and women. So if I am writing red socks like this is called an exact match, and my ads will only show when someone searches for red socks. If someone searches for red socks for men, in the case one, it will not show. So exactly red socks, exact match will show. Second case, red socks for men. So again, exact match will show when someone searches for red socks for men. Otherwise, it will not show for any other thing. Then let's come quickly to phrase match. If I put red socks like this, so if someone searches for red socks for sale, red socks to buy, red socks for me, all these search terms, when is there the exact phrase match, these ads will show. And the fourth type is like broad match. So it is like putting a broad match, so it will attract all kind of search terms like red socks for newborn babies. Are red socks cute? Can red socks match with black leather shoes? Red socks, which is a team, etc., etc. So the point here is, as paid marketeers, we cannot afford to show ads for these non-trivial "Are red socks cute?" So we'll have to do a lot of hard work. We'll have to do like analyze the search terms on a daily basis, and we'll have to put newborn negative search terms like newborn babies, cute, shoes, can, why, etc., etc. So this is how the Google Ads interface will look like. This will show your different forms of ads in the left side, your clicks, impressions, and all the details. Let's quickly move to display ads. Let's first understand what is display ad network. So previously we tried reaching as advertisers, we tried reaching our target customers only Google search, right? Now Google Display Ad Network is a repository of more than 2 million sites and apps. It reaches 90% of the people on the internet. And so basically your ad either gets matched with the content related to your business, like your keywords or customers' interest. So quickly understanding about Google Display Network, it is much bigger. It provides much bigger reach as compared to Search Network. There's a flip side here. If you do not do proper targeting, there is a high chance of blowing away your budget without achieving anything. Quickly understanding about display ads. So in case of search, there were three different parties. First was advertisers, second was the target customer, and interface was the search network, right? It was either the Google search website or Google search network website. In case of display ads, advertisers who are trying to reach their target customers across the world, and there are publishers. So let me explain quickly what is a publisher. So publishers are any website or app who have a good website or app. For example, I have a fashion website where I write regularly about fashion and give a lot of information about what is in things, what are trending, etc., etc. So I'm spending a lot of money in keeping the website up, keeping the blogs, keeping the images, etc., etc. So for publishers, these ad networks provide a way to earn some money by placing ads in their website. So how does this work? Advertiser is the one who pays money to get his advertisement shown, and advertisements are shown in the publisher websites or apps with the help of these ad networks. And advertiser is money, and he makes money by return on investment by selling targeted advertisements, products of and services. Advertiser owns or controls the product or services that is being advertised because he's the in the command. Similarly, publishers earn money by giving away slots in their existing website or existing apps, and advertises actual products or services and drives the users to publisher's page, fill out the form or make a purchase. Let's quickly understand what are the display ads targeting options. First one is topic targeting. Topics are essentially the category of the page the user is searching on. So naturally topics can be very useful for display advertisements. For example, taking the example of Josh Furniture. Let's say Josh Furniture provides mattresses for beds. So a good topic for Josh Furniture can be home and garden / bedroom / bedding and linen. So these are topics which are already provided by Google GDN net, like Google interface. And if I'm trying to sell a mattress, I can quickly select this topic and I can quickly move with my advertisements. Second is interest categories. So there is something called in-market audience. So in-market audience are users who are actively researching or comparing products or services across the Google display network. So Google is collecting all this information through cookies. Google is able to understand that, okay, this person, Mr. Abhijit, is actively looking for laptops, or Mr. X is actively looking to buy a car. This audience is very valuable as these guys already have moved further down in the funnel. So they have already they have a real need, and they are looking for the real product to buy. A good example can be if I'm a Kia car dealer. So all of you might know that Kia is a new brand which has come to Indian market in probably last 1 or 2 years. So a Kia car dealer can target folks who have been shopping for Hyundai or Maruti. So it becomes very easy for them to target these people to these audiences. Second is affinity audience. Affinity audience takes a broader view in allowing advertisers to target users based on their interests. So unlike in-market audience, so in the previous example I have explained in-market audience, affinity audience are not necessarily in the market to purchase a product at that very moment. They are actively searching. So in my case, Google knows that I search a lot on display marketing. I search a lot about restaurants, hotels. I travel a lot. I search about cars. So probably I'm in the affinity market uh, list for all these topics. And the best part I love about Google is that it gives standard options plus it allows you to mix and match things. So then there are placement targeting. So for example, I am the Kia car dealer. Okay. So I have a list of 100 websites, 100 top websites, which car lovers frequent. So what I do is instead of going for topic advertisements or interest categories, I just put my ads in these top 100 websites because anyways, anyone who is going to research about cars is going to all these top sites. And here an idea can be like you can do a lot of research, you can make a list of 100, 200, 300 websites and you start, or you can choose to go slow here. You can make a list of 20, 30 websites first, then keep on adding. Fourth one is contextual targeting, which is targeting by keywords. It works a lot like Google text ads. So we pick up keywords and Google searches for these keywords for in the websites, and Google places our ads in the corresponding websites. Fifth one is demographic targeting. So demographic targeting would include age, gender, and parental status. I'll quickly explain this with the example of a marketing guy at Friends adult diaper. So if I'm selling adult diaper to men, so I don't have to do any hard work. I'll just pick age category 65 plus and I'll uh, pick the gender as men. Bingo, the ads are on. It is as simple as that. Last point is like exclusions. So depending on various reasons, advertisers would not like to show their ads in different category of websites. For example, a lot of advertisers do not like to put their ads on gaming sites or casino sites or sites where content is sexually explicit. So you can select these categories. You can include or exclude. You can mix and match things. For example, if I am working for a company which is not falling under any standard categories or topics or interests, I can create my own categories, or I can create my own market audience by taking care of topics, by adding interests, adding contextual targeting, including my competitors. So it is, believe me guys, it is absolutely amazing. So video ads, again, it is a complete science, and there are different forms of ads. Skippable in-stream ads are ones which are can be skipped after 5 seconds, and they appear on YouTube watch pages and across websites and apps which are in Google Video Partners. So please note that there is a Google Search Partner Network, there is a Google Display Partner Network, and there is a Google Video Partner Network as well. Non-skippable in-stream ads are the ones which are non-skippable. So here you get maximum 15 seconds to provide your message. Ads cannot be skipped, and the ads appear across YouTube videos and across websites and apps running on Google Video Partners. Then the third category is video discovery ads. Only appear on YouTube and reach people in places where they are discovering content. So, for example, when you go to YouTube and you're searching for something, so these kind of ads will come. They will help other users to discover your content, and they will also appear alongside related YouTube videos and on YouTube mobile homepage as well. Then there are bumper ads. So you can use bumper ads when you want to reach viewers broadly with a short, memorable message. Bumper ads are 6-second slots, and here you can reach people with a very quick messaging, very quick, powerful messaging. Downstream ads, as the name suggests, it only appears on Google partner sites. It does not appear in YouTube. These ads are available in mobile and tablets, are designed to give a better experience in mobile. So they help you reach a lot of people who are outside YouTube. Okay, guys, so let's move to app ads. Quickly understanding app ads. App ads are automated campaign types. You don't have to create any campaigns here. They're designed to help advertisers to drive app installs and in-app conversions across all of Google's inventory. So basically, we need to understand that there's a lot of app churn goes on. And then if you come up with your app, it's very important for the right end users to discover your app. So Google provides Google app ads for this purpose, so that you can put your ads directly in front of the target customers. They have like two different methods. One is cost per install. So as the name suggests, here the advertiser is willing to pay a certain amount for each install. For example, if I have a budget of $100, I say that I'm willing to pay $2 for each app install per day, and my budget is $100 per day. Probably I'm targeting 50 app installs to app. Similarly, cost per action is like promoting users to take specific actions inside the apps. Probably some revenue generating action, or for gamers going to the next level. This is like that. Shopping ads works amazing for you if you are a physical or online retailer. So using shopping ads, you can promote your online and local inventory. You can boost traffic to your website. You can get footfall to your local store, and you can find better qualified leads. Ultimately, that's the idea, right? To get leads. So let's quickly understand how shopping ad works. It is very important. First, we'll have to create a Google Merchant Center account. So it is a free account. Using Merchant Center account, we can upload our inventory data, physical inventory data in Google. Merchant Center will talk to Google Ads, and it will provide the data. For example, in case of Josh Furniture can provide the data of like bedroom furnitures. It will just upload. It will have to upload the data, and Google will automatically show the right ads with images and other details in front of customers. So let's quickly understand like what is the differentiating factor for for these kind of ads. Google text ads are completely text ads. There is no display elements there. Okay. But in contrast to text ads, shopping ads provide users with a photograph, provides a lot of information about your title, your price, your store name, and a lot more. Okay. And it also gives you details like free delivery, as we can see in this example. So this is how shopping ad works. So let me quickly move to metrics for search engine marketing. It is very important to understand the metrics when we are talking about Google Ads. These are the metrics that I'm looking at. Their impressions, impression share, cost, clicks, cost per click, conversions, click-through rate, cost per conversion, quality score, ad position, view through conversions, etc., etc. So let's quickly understand impressions. So an impression is counted each time your ad is shown on a search result page or other sites in Google search network. So it is pretty straightforward. So this is the Google ad interface where we can see how many impressions are there. So the next point is impression share. So it is a competitive matrix. So impression share is provides us with a comparison like what is the number of impression that an ad receives divided by estimate number of impressions that were available. So let's take an example of Josh Furnitures here. So let's say my daily budget is like just 1,000 rupees. Okay. And per cost click is like click through rate is like 100 rupees cost per click. So, like within very soon, I'm exhausting my number of clicks and number of impressions. So if I would have increased my budget, probably throughout the whole day, I would have got 1,000 impressions. But because of various reasons, I only got 100 impressions and 10 clicks. So my impression share is 10%. Impression share, it shows the opportunity that an advertiser has in terms of reaching out to new audience. It also reflects the performance of your ads, and it also gives you performance of the competitors' ads. So you know, like Josh at Josh Furniture, I know that I'm just getting an impression share of 10%, but other competitors are getting 50% impression share. So they are in front of the target customers 5 times more than me. This is definitely a point to ponder, right? It will depend on target settings, approval status, and quality score. If the quality score goes down, I, as a advertiser, can lose on impression shares as well. Metrics, second, this one is pretty straightforward. Cost is shown across various levels. It is shown for keywords, for ad groups, for campaigns, and at account level. Costs, we need to look at costs at every single point of time to know how we are doing. Ideally, the cost would have been on the lower side, but actually it is a function of how big the campaign reach is. So probably the better data to look for is clicks and cost per clicks. So what is clicks? We all know, like we all have clicked ads in Google Ads, right? So clicks signifies user interest. When a user is seeing something on, let's say, Google text ads or display ads or wherever, whenever, so they skim through all the data. They look at the organic search results. They look at the paid search results. The one which applies to them most, the one that connects with them most, click that. So if a user is clicking on the ad, it means the user has found the ad relevant and wanted to know more about the product or service. Again, big data is available at all levels, at keyword level, ad group level, campaign level, and account level. And it helps advertisers in deciding if the ads are creating required engagement. And generally, the higher the click is, the better it is. CTR. Next metric look for is click-through rate or CTR. So click-through rate is the ratio that denotes number of users who clicked the ad versus number of users who saw that. So in simple terms, it is number of clicks divided by number of impression. And CTR is a very important metric to look forward to because it is the CTR which has a direct impact on quality score. So the higher the CTR is, Google will know that your ad is very relevant, people are clicking it, so it will probably start providing a higher quality score to your ads. Next metric, cost per click, very important metric. It is calculated by dividing the total cost of campaign by the total number of clicks it received. Or if you are looking for a keyword at keyword level, it is like total number of total clicks it has received and total amount it has which has been spent on that particular keyword. We should understand that cost per click, we should, as marketers, we should always try to optimize the cost per click. So cost per click should gradually go down. So a lot of factors such as ads, landing page, geographic targeting, etc., is used for optimizing and reduce CTR. The next factor is convergence. It is a predefined action. For example, if there's an e-commerce site and you have put a payment gateway and finally, if you want the user to pay at the end of the transaction, that is considered as conversion in case of e-commerce probably. But in case of normal like product or service website, it can be as small as a phone call also. It can be as small as a form fill up also. We need to define convergence properly and we need to look at conversion data for proper optimization. Next data is cost per conversion. It is the total cost incurred in a campaign by the total number of conversion generated. For example, if in a campaign which I ran for a week, if I got total 150 leads by spending 10,000 rupees, then cost per conversion would be 150 divided by 10,000, which is 66.66 rupees. So cost per conversion is very important because finally it will give me the ROE of the campaign. Lower the cost per conversion, the better ROI is. And quality score, I have already explained quality score. It is a aggregate score, comes on a scale of 1 to 10, and advertisers are always on the lookout to optimize quality score. It depends on expected click-through rate, ad relevance, and landing page experience. Ad position. So depending on your ad rank, your ad position is calculated. Ad position is available the keyword level. Now Google has gradually started not giving the ad positions also. Cost per mile, it is a display ad metric. It is like when advertiser is only charged when ads appear in front of prospective user 1,000 number of times, so 1,000 impressions. So CPM method of billing is mostly used by an advertiser when objective is brand awareness, which I had already explained. A publisher earns revenue through CPM methods as well, and the visibility here is to improve the visibility. With this, I will end the discussion. So goodbye and thank you.